He must take the ball rolling.
Start to do something.
The last time they set up a committee, I think they said the thought of administration for sport in Nigeria will be headed by Adokia.
Adokia is to set up a committee to look into how
the modalities. The modalities. Okay,
yes.
That's his paper. Let him go back to be fair. Let him go back to that.
Because he submitted a report.
Then
look at it.
Take it from there. Rather than setting up a new structure altogether.
Continue where this last continue where Adokia stopped. He submitted this report. Just look into it and let's build it up from there, because really this crisis has turned us into a laughing stock in the face of the world. Any small thing crisis, the confusion, and some of the things that happen are so ridiculous.
Exactly.
But the good news is that Aminu Megere is back. Well, on Monday we will try and drop an action plan for him. He really has a lot of work on his hands to bring the football family together and then prepare for the elections. And the reason why that election was held on August 26 is because the term of this executive committee expires on that day. So let there be no lacuna, because I'm not sure we are mature enough to manage a gap.
The loopholes.
Let there be no gap. Let that tenure end. Let another executive committee come on board and continue administering Nigerian football. We wish him the best of luck. Now he knows, as he said yesterday, after his the FIFA pronouncement, it's sober moment for Nigeria. Time for us to come together and forge ahead. All right. Let's go to Plateau very quickly, and we must say a very big thank you to our correspondent in Jos, Plateau State, Yemi Kosoko, for sending us this one. He went to town to find out exactly what is going on with the Plateau State Football Association, because we were told that in Plateau also there was a congress and there was also a dissolution of that board. The chairman of Plateau FA, Sunday Longpam, well, I'm sorry if I killed your name.
No, you have not killed the name.
Longpam spoke to Yemi Kosoko in Jos. Let's listen to him. We'll come back for more on Sports Tonight.
A process of impeachment or dissolution must be under a Congress atmosphere, which I must preside over the Congress, whether negative or positive result that will may come. But this was not observed. And at the end of the day, whatever they did there, I consider it null and void.
How long or how often have you been having a Congress meeting of the PFA?
Yeah, every year. They did there, I consider it null and void.
How long or how often have you been having a Congress meeting of the PFA?
Yeah, every year. And the last one we held, it was in extraordinary Congress, because the next Congress will be almost at the end of the year. The last extraordinary Congress we held was in June, precisely June.
For the World Cup?
Yeah, before the World Cup.
And the issues were raised, no any issue that was raised concerning any loss of confidence or passing of no confidence on the board?
All issues raised were settled amicably and resolved during the extraordinary Congress.
Has the NFF contacted you concerning the letter they received from the Secretariat of the PFA concerning the dissolution of the board?
I have not been contacted, and none of my members have been contacted up to the point of speaking to you. The position of Plateau FA is neutral. We give every candidate the mandate he or she to aspire for. We are only to endorse or nominate, but that doesn't mean it's voting. So he, as a candidate of the forthcoming election, we are obliged by the statutes to endorse everybody.
So, did Chris Giwa brought his form for endorsement, and was he endorsed?
I have never been faced with any form from any aspirant from Plateau State as I'm speaking now.
There was this report that you were quoted that why you did not endorse Chris Giwa is that he was indicted in a report while he was chairman of Plateau United. What was your reaction to this report?
Well, when you read that article very well, you understand it was somebody that is making his own. He was only presuming maybe the reason why I did not sign, but that wasn't my release. I did not speak to any of the journalists, if not now that I'm speaking. So I don't know anything about that publication, and I quickly make, or rather debunk it in the similar papers.
Well, that's the chairman, Plateau FA, speaking to our man in Jos and giving us his own side of the story. Well, I think now that everybody has resolved those issues, the Plateau FA as well will have their issues resolved, and then they have to also come together and try to move football forward in that state. All right, let's move away from the controversy now, since it looks like we have settled down and we are ready for business. Let's talk about 2015 Africa Cup of Nations. The Rwandans, it's like they don't want to come for that game because they've written to CAF and they are asking that the game against Nigeria be moved to a neutral venue. They are insisting that they don't want to come to Nigeria, and that is should be a source of worry.
What kind of neutral venue are they looking at? We are looking at the West African sub-region. Their complaint, the Ebola virus. We are looking at the West African sub-region. It's moved from Sierra Leone to Liberia. Even in Ghana, they are still apprehensive. In Cote d'Ivoire, they are apprehensive.
But really,
in Guinea, in Senegal.
Let's tell ourselves the truth. If you were not in Nigeria, and the story you are hearing is how the virus has spread from one city, Lagos, to another city, and how the number of casualties are increasing, you surely will be asking questions that, look, is that place the right place for us to go?
I think it's normal they are doing this. It's issues of, they did that against Sierra Leone. Because now it's been talk of town, like from Ilorin to Lagos to Calabar here and there. I think for the safety of their players, they wouldn't want to come to a country whereby there are questions like that. So they have to ask questions. I think they are right doing that. They are right.
Well, we wait to see what comes out of that. But CAF have not responded. Even Rwanda are under some investigations from CAF because of an alleged player.
They did the same thing also. So I just hope we'll just get these things done as quick as possible so as to affect our football. Now it's also going back to our under-20 national team too. I hope it doesn't affect that also.
Because CAF and Lesotho are also keeping us waiting.
That's it.
Up till now, everybody involved with the game tomorrow, are in Kaduna, apart from Lesotho under-20 team.
Well, until they said they're waiting to CAF, complaining that they can't come because of the concerns of the widespread virus. These are the fixtures pending whether Lesotho is going to be around. Nigeria will take on Lesotho in Kaduna, Malawi against Zambia, Cameroon, South Africa, Ghana, Gabon, Congo, Egypt, Mali, Togo. These are the fixtures.
First leg of the final round.
Yeah, first leg
you
of
win this game over two legs.
You join Senegal. You host Senegal for the competition. Be to hold the match 8 next year.
Senegal. In fact, the referees already announced.
The referees are around. The officials are around. The match come around. The only group of people we're waiting for in Kaduna for tomorrow's game is the national team of Lesotho. So why on their website, we are saying they are pulled out. That their government told them, look, we can't risk taking you guys to Kaduna for
but the referees that are coming here are not Nigerians.
Exactly. I think they are Senegalese or something.
But it behoves on CAF to respond to Lesotho's complaints and also tell Nigeria, look, these guys, what can be done? Is the game going on? Is the game not going on? But everybody is there, and hopefully, unless something changes between now and tomorrow, Nigeria will perform a walkover if Lesotho does not show up for the game.
They said they wrote to CAF and also wrote to NFF that they won't be coming for this.
But they must get a reply for CAF. From CAF. But it depends on the length of the red letter, because I don't know whether it's 48 hours, whether it's 24 hours before the game. Because if you don't give if you have to send the letter 24 hours to the game, I think that's a bit late. Because there's nothing CAF can do to give a sudden reply, because they have to study the situation, get the response from Nigeria, a guarantee that where you are going to play is safe. You don't have any case of Ebola, any Ebola cases in those areas. So if you don't have that guarantee, then there's no way CAF will reply saying, oh, this game, we accept that you are going for the game. Nigeria should no. They must write to CAF. Then the NFF must be aware. Then the NFF will write to CAF, giving them a guarantee that Kaduna is free from it. Kaduna is not one of those states being affected by the Ebola virus. Then you can say, okay, if they are getting that reply from the NFF, then you because in the length of time, because I got the story this morning. If it's yesterday, then it means that it's a bit too close. Or you want there to be a shift in the game, but not shift in the venue, because for now, CAF cannot do anything concerning that. They may ask for a shift in the date.
But I think this should be worrying for CAF, because a lot of countries are beginning to ask questions and pulling out just because of the situation of the Ebola issue. But we will have a clearer picture tomorrow. If those boys do not show up, maybe the Eagles, the Flying Eagles, will just have walkover victory over Lesotho. But I really think that CAF should look at this situation very critically, because some of the best young players do not just have an opportunity